Putin's hidden bunkers. Ever wondered about the secret bunkers hidden deep in Russia, known only to a select few? These aren't your usual bunkers. They're exclusive sanctuaries built with hefty state funds. Their main goal? Safeguarding Vladimir Putin, also dubbed Bunker Grandpa. What secrets do Putin's covert bunkers hold beneath the surface? Well, let's explore. Deep in the southern Ural Mountains lies the Yamuntal Mountains bunker. Construction work around Mount Yamuntal has sparked various guesses, but the details are super secret. They started building this in the 1970s during the Cold War, when things were really tense. At first, they wanted to make underground bunkers in the southern Ural Mountains a place known for secret military stuff. Even though money was tight in the 1980s and the Soviet Union fell apart, they kept building and even made it bigger. They made closed cities like Myori for research. A Russian journalist named N. Starov tried to check out the site in 1994. He found a huge construction site with equipment but couldn't get to the main part hidden 3,000 feet under rocks. The United States also kept an eye on this place using satellites. This initiative was sponsored covertly inside the Russian Ministry of Defense, which raised questions about its purpose. Several speculations have evolved, including nuclear waste storage, treasure storage, and a Russian Area 51 for sensitive technology. However, it appears that the facility is mostly used as a backup plan for Russia's senior authorities in the event of a big disaster, comparable to the United States Raven Rock Mountain Complex and Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center. The construction of these subterranean bunkers is overseen by the Construction Management No. 30, which reports to the Russian president's Chief Directorate for Special Programs. Alexander Linet, who has led the Chief Directorate since 2015, is trusted by Putin to spearhead this operation. Several more important personalities have purchased prime real estate in the same building as part of this endeavor. According to reports, Vladimir Putin and his family have relocated to a high-tech subterranean bunker in Siberia's Altai Republic, 4,000 kilometers from Moscow. The bunker is thought to be prepared to guard against nuclear war. The information comes from political scientist Valery Solvay, and the site is safe and private. Gazprom, Russia's largest oil firm, is in charge of this subterranean complex, which comprises an underground city and a high-voltage electricity substation. Gazprom has had a considerable impact on Putin's administration, using it for a variety of goals and recruiting loyalists to crucial posts. In addition, Gazprom developed Patok, a private army that took part in the Ukraine conflict. Gazprom has long been a symbol of Russian state capitalism, generating significant earnings for a variety of businesses outside of its main gas activities. Subterranean tubes stretch under Moscow, forming the Metro 2 system, which connects government buildings such as the Kremlin to underground bunkers. A secret tunnel entrance was discovered near Mikinsky Avenue, and similar facilities are located around Moscow. An underground bunker network includes an underground command center, a power plant, and a variety of amenities that may be accessible through an old concrete factory and other hidden entrances. Metro 2 is a covert, deep subterranean metro route. These tunnels, dating back to the Stalin era, were most likely intended for use in the event of a nuclear war. Officially, authorities have never acknowledged the existence of these facilities. Furthermore, Kim Jong-un's prospective armored train travel to Russia, where he is expected to negotiate weapon supplies for the Ukraine crisis, is significant, since it would be his first international visit in more than 4 years. However, the trip is yet to be formally confirmed, and Kim's foreign visits are cloaked in secrecy, though he occasionally takes his Russian-made plane. A time back published photographs show the sumptuous inside of Russian President Vladimir Putin's 22-car train, which he uses for his travels around Russia. The train has a gym, a spa, Turkish bath, dining carriages, bedrooms, a movie, and innovative communication systems. The stolen documents that provide these insights are thought to have come from Ziran Service, which is in charge of equipping the train. Putin's armored train stands out with disguised windows, armored locomotives, and a satellite communication system. Putin started taking the train more regularly in 2021 to increase security. It may even include a security system capable of launching new nuclear ballistic missiles. This is Vladimir Putin's billion-dollar mansion, which overlooks the Black Sea. It has its own casino, ice hockey rink, and is encircled by a no-fly zone. The underground passageways also connect to a secret bunker. The bunker is clearly designed for the worst-case scenario. He has also considered the potential of a chemical strike. He is thinking about defense. How can he keep himself himself safe from external threats? How could he protect himself if his own people decide they no longer want him around? Insiders decrypted satellite photographs, drawings, and photos of his bunker to determine how far Putin's willing to go to secure his life. The 190,000 square foot home is located in Gelendzhik, a tourist town in southern Russia. That is 1,000 kilometers from his official house, the Grand Kremlin Palace in Moscow. This property is 11 bedrooms above ground and a high security bunker below. The bunker is designed with 2 separate oxygen supply systems. There's a list of tunnels where additional provisions can be brought. A graphic depicts the 2 tunnels concealed in the slope beneath the mansion, which are around 130 and 200 feet long. Cross-sectional drawings depict 15-inch thick concrete walls that look to be blast-proof. The tunnels also include various ventilation shafts in the event of a chemical assault that pollutes the air. They have a fresh water supply, sewage lines, and a fire system, everything Putin would require to exist for weeks at a time. There is also plenty of room to store cords. There are racks and racks of pipe. It might be for electricity, fiber optic cable for the internet, or a phone, so that even if the worst happens, all this electricity and communication may continue to flow into the castle. An elevator shaft links the tunnels. The bottom one is a moving bridge that leads to the beach in the Black Sea, making for a rapid escape. These tunnels were erected more than 10 years ago, demonstrating Putin's obsession with personal safety. This is from when Putin was meeting with US presidents and there was a reset button. We now know that in the back of his mind, he was preparing for an existential battle with the West. 3D drawings show how exquisite this palace truly is. There's a large guest house, a church, a hookah club with a stripper pole, special dormitory, a separate complex of buildings for staff and security offers, and what looks to be a communication center. It is virtually everything you could imagine. These blueprints were initially made available online in early 2010 by the Russian building business Metro Style. They were employed as private contractors to excavate the bunkers beneath Putin's mansion. For years, Russians shared a screen grab of these outdated designs on obscure message forums. Postman, an unidentified source within these networks, sent them to Insider in May. He is Russian and belongs to a group named Sect Z. They were opposed to the war and the persecution of their community that has occurred in Russia in recent years. However, many Russians first learned about the palace through a 2021 documentary by Putin's political opponent, Alexei Navalny. A Russian tycoon who is close to Putin is alleged to have privately sponsored the mansion. That's the legal owner of the property. I believe there is proof that Putin has visited there several times. Is there a deed with his name on it? Well, it is clear in plain and white that he owns it, but I'm not convinced there is. Putin has additional such assets. A Russian media site said that he has a 3-story fishing cottage in Finland. A close acquaintance apparently constructed Putin's $3.2 million house. It's claimed to have a security house, a wine cellar, and a billiards room. And that isn't it. A lot of public money is being spent on building and refurbishing various types of bunkers and tunnels around Russia that may be utilized for greater purposes. That money might be used to improve Russia and assist Ukrainians in rebuilding their nation after the harm Russia has caused. All leaders of nuclear powers create emergency plans. The United States government has a refuge beneath the White House, a bomb shelter at Camp David, and a nuclear bunker at Mount Weather. But Putin's castle is different. What it is intended to accomplish is to assure the continuance of one individual, Putin. It is centered on him and his survival. He will not live forever, but it is quite doubtful that the palace will transfer to Russia's next leader.